This is my second take of this video. Actually, it's the second that I'm keeping. I might keep the other one, but it was 6 minutes and 40 seconds, which I think is a bit too long. You come across videos that are like 15 minutes, but I don't want to watch a 15-minute video. Like, I scroll through. And if it's just me talking, especially, like, it's not that interesting. So I think it should be less than 7 minutes. So my first post was about me at the cottage. I was talking about writing, how I'm going to get things done. Going to send an update. The update was supposed to be like a week ago, but here we are. So the week at the cottage was interesting. I was trying to be positive. I was trying to get things done. Didn't get as much done as I'd hoped. I didn't waste a ton of time, but after that week, I really had a sense of, I totally have unrealistic expectations for my time. I expect that I can get all these things done, and then I get started and I get distracted and I waste some time, and then time is short and I start to panic. And then, even if I don't waste that time in the beginning, often when I'm doing projects in the house, I don't waste time because I'm working with my hands, and for some reason it's a lot easier to not be distracted when I'm actually doing physical work. But even on those days when I start early and I just work through, always I get to the end of the day and I feel like I didn't get nearly as much done as I'd hoped. If it's carpentry, it's often because I'm an amateur carpenter and it takes me a long time to do anything, which is fair. But the point is that I have this expectation that I can do a lot more. And so I end up feeling badly about the time that I spend. I can be hard on myself. And I mentioned that I sometimes feel shame, especially if I've been distracted and wasted time. I feel ashamed of myself because I should be more productive. There should be more progress. And so I really felt like this is not helpful. And so I'm going to be more positive. I'm just going to post things. I'm not going to hold myself to some standard. If they're really terrible, that's too bad. But I'm just going to post things, and they'll get better as I get better at doing this. Fingers crossed. So I came back from the cottage, and this week was just sad and not very productive. No shame, that's fine. But I realized that the thing about shame is that it can actually be helpful. Not the shame that just stays with you and makes you feel like a terrible person, just because of who you are. That kind of shame is not helpful. But if you feel shame about something that you've done, it can be a sign that something's not right, that there's something wrong, and it's an opportunity to change course, or to ask for forgiveness, to try and fix things, or whatever you're feeling ashamed about. In my case, it's I can try and do something that will help me to be more productive going forward. And so I had this comment about feeling ashamed about myself, but I didn't do that. I didn't set any goals. I didn't set out a plan. It's kind of, and I have done that. I've been doing that for years, where it's that definition of insanity where you try the same thing over and over again. So I don't think I'm insane. Maybe I'm just lazy. So I'm going to try and improve on that. So in honor of my week of not being very productive, what I'm going to try and do next week is 30 minutes twice a day. I'm going to use a timer where I set a timer for 30 minutes and no distractions. I can't pick up my phone. I can't start thinking about that thing I need to build and how I need to build it and making plans for it. No, I'm going to focus on writing. Even if I don't get a lot of writing done, I'm going to be there in front of the page. I'm going to be thinking about it. Even if I write garbage for 25 minutes and have to go back and restart, writing 25 minutes of garbage can be helpful to to see that, how I wrote this is garbage, and so I shouldn't write it this way. And then you can write it a different way. So that can be helpful. So 30 minutes twice a day, 30 minutes twice a day. I can carve out lunch, half an hour around lunch to do that. And then in the evening, so I'm going to do that this week. See how it goes. I'm going to do a post on Wednesday too, so I can give a halfway post. Maybe that will keep me honest. We'll see. All right.